Welcome back, folks, to Mindustry. My name, of course, is Open Potato. We are going to be jumping right on in to a brand new game. Frozen Forest, I think, is where we're going to go. It's going to cost us 250 copper to launch an expedition there. We've got plenty of copper in the bank. We also have a bunch of new stuff, which I'm very, very excited to try out. Okay, wow, holy cow, look at all of this. Look at all of this stuff. Okay, fantastic. Let me have a quick little scout around the map first. It looks, I mean, it looks quite vast in comparison to the first map. Do we know where the bad guys are coming from? The bad guys are gonna be coming from this direction up here. That's a little bit of a problem because it doesn't seem that there are many resource areas around that specific area. Although there's enough resources around here, around the bottom of the map, to feel reasonably happy, at least for now. So that's pretty darn good, if I do say so. What I think we want to do in the first instance is just try and bump up our copper production as much as we possibly can. Yep. Let's just queue up a whole bunch of buildings. Yep. Sure. And let's get all of that in there. Perfect. All right, let's get a conveyor. Not entirely sure if we're going to need slightly more conveyor capacity than what I've supplied for, but that's okay. Right. Looking mighty fine. Looking mighty, mighty fine. All right, that's looking good. So, that should mean that all of our... There we go. All of our copper should be coming in much more frequently than it did before. That's cool. Mechanical pump. Is there water on this map? I presume that there must be, right? I mean, this is a frozen area, so there's definitely water. It's whether the water is unfrozen. Okay. Right, well, no signs of it as of yet, but that may emerge in a bit. Okay, the scatterer which we can build is for airborne units, I believe. We can think about getting one of those set up, although that requires scrap as ammunition, and I have absolutely no idea where we can get scrap other than, you know, sort of areas around the map where let me get a couple of these set up. Areas around the map where something has been destroyed and it's been left as a feature on the map. All right, let's get those set up. I also want to see if we can get ourselves a, what's it called? A router. I think this is the specific thing that we're wanting. Production inputs as they will get clogged by output. Okay, great. Okay, 3 directions useful for splitting materials. Fantastic. So let's give it a shot. Let's see exactly how it works. In fact, you know what? We can put a router right in there. It seems to work pretty much as expected. Let's get that. Right. I kind of messed that up. Let's instead move it over there. Sure. All right. What am I thinking? I need to get the conveyor to come out this way, across there, and up there, and then out this way, and up that way. Perfect. All right. Looking mighty fine. So let's just hope that that's going to be enough copper to keep the enemy at bay, at least for now. We can reassess after this wave, but that's at least some sort of basic defense level mechanism in place. Mechanical pump we've already looked at. Power, I do want to get power set up as well, but we're going to need lead in order to make that happen. Copper walls, that's also very, very good. What have we got here? Pyrite mixer, silicon smelter, and graphite press. Yeah, all of this stuff is good stuff. I'm noticing one common theme amongst all of those factories. They all require lead. So you know what? Let's make some lead. Okay. There. Perfect. Okay. Let's go and get this done. Let's go and get some lead on the menu. I can build diagonally. Oh man, this is fancy. This is fancy. You build diagonally, by the way, by holding control. It's pretty darn cool. It's pretty darn cool. Yeah, is that all of the lead? Not quite yet. There we go. That's looking real good. Very, very happy about that. That looks fantastic. Okay, so that's gonna give us a whole bunch of lead. It's not gonna be a particularly fast amount of lead, but it's at least gonna be something. Can we get some more mines over here? Yes. I want to get some coal as well. What's over here? More lead, more copper. Right. Well, let's just get both of them. Sure. If we're just going to the... If we're just going back to the base, I think that we can put both resources on the belt, i.e. we can put copper and we can put lead on the belt at the same time. Okay. And yeah, we'll come down here just because it's going to be a little bit safer. Up here, get that all built, and we'll get a junction. Smash that in right there, and across there. Nope. Junction right there. Yep, perfect. And that will be sorted. That will be lead. Great. Now, can we get coal on the same belt as well? Looks like it. New content unlocked. Boy, oh boy, I love me some new content. Cool. That's looking really nice. Okay, so we've expended quite a lot of copper in order to get to where we are at the moment. Yeah, we've invested a lot in getting all of this infrastructure up and running. But that should at least keep us going for the first wee while. This copper resource up here is probably the next one that I want to start tapping. Then there's also some more lead down there, some more copper down here. This area is quite good as well. Nice. Okay. Can I not store coal in the factory? What's going on here? Is this not a thing that can actually happen? Combustion generator, battery, and a power node. All right. Well, I guess what we can do is we can stick in a combustion generator right there. And then we will get a sorter, stick a sorter in right there. And we'll sort coal. And we'll try again. Oh, come on. There we go. That looks pretty darn good. Hold on, let me unload. Oh my goodness. The core. Wowzers, the core took a little bit of damage there. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. That's not necessarily too much of a problem if we can get on top of this. Okay. Battery generator, or battery right there. Power node. Let's get those things built. Yeah, did not realize that we couldn't put coal directly into the base, into the core, as they say. Right, nice. And let's get a junction. Perfect. All right, so combustion is going to be going absolutely gangbusters, hopefully. I say hopefully. Okay, this can be fixed if we just do this. There we go. Nice. All right, this is turning into quite literally a living nightmare. All I wanted to do was expedite the lead manufacturing process. I wanted to get everything set up and ready to go, but apparently that's just not going to be allowed to happen. So instead, right, that bit needs to go, and then that needs to be reconnected here. There we go. Alright, that gets ditched. And that comes across there like so. Okay, great. Then we're going to go into the generator. Fantastic, for whatever the heck we need that for. Copper walls. Let's get some copper walls. Copper is the basic building block of everything that we have here. 320 health. And what about a large copper block? A large copper wall. How much is that? 1,200 health. I mean, that sounds like the thing to do. What's the range of these turrets? Right, we'll try and hold the enemy back as far as we possibly can. How about that? Right, looks like we've got just enough copper to make that transaction happen, which is very, very good. Pyrite mixer. Can we get a pyrite mixer in here on the back lines? Sure, get a pyrite mixer in there. That is something that we can use power for. In order to make this thing work, we need to mix coal, lead, and sand. I don't think that there is a sand source in this map. So instead, maybe let's just ditch that thing right there, and instead let's look at a graphite press. So a graphite will literally just compress coal. A graphite press sounds like a darned good idea to me, especially given that we can just use a... Oh, look at this. Oh, it sucks to be you, my dude. Oh, easy. All right. Turns out that the secret to this game is using blockades effectively. Fantastic. Mining factory as well. Let's get one of those built just as a sort of experimental fixture. I'm going to get a router. I'm going to stick a router in right about there. And we're going to do that. It's probably not a great place for the graphite to be, but that's fine. New content unlocked. I love me some new content. Nothing screams orbital potato like new content. Said literally no one ever. What do we need for this mining factory? Right, apparently I'm just going to destroy it. The mining drone factory. All right. Produces mining drones. It literally just uses power, apparently. All right. I guess we'll see if this works, right? The battery is slowly being drained, so I suspect that we're going to need to increase our power production fairly soon. All right, we're just gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. Apparently, we're gonna make some mining drones, and we're gonna go and mine some stuff. Can I get some more power generation in place? Right, and then let me see if I can just do a router right there. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. All right, the battery should be very, very full right now. And then let me see if I can expand. See if I can expand this power network out here. Right, will that work as I think it does? It totally does. Okay, we can delete that because the mining factory is kind of a power router in its own way. Right, I mean, massive, massive mining robot production going on right now. There we go. Using a heck of a lot of resources. What the heck? Oh, that's my mining robot. Oh my goodness, that is incredible. That is fantastic. Okay, how's my battery doing? My battery is doing, I mean, not great, presumably because we're just consuming so darned much power right now. All right, that block needs a little bit of a helping hand. I'm gonna fix that up in just a second. Let's get some more routers over there, and then let's get some more combustion generators right there. Fantastic. All right. This is probably severe overkill. I mean, power is at 50% on the whole. I mean, that's low. That's bad. Don't get me wrong. I know it's bad, but that's okay. Right. Let's get some mechanical drills. Sure. And these can both be fed into the coal line. There we go. Move over there. And move down here. I mean, I'm not super worried about, like, optimizing for the most possible coal. But we want to get as much coal as possible. Otherwise, we're going to, you know, we're going to have power cuts, and that's not ideal. Okay. Will that work? Is that... Does that sort of chain together in a sense? Or is that still... I mean, the power is still far too small. We need way more power. Way more power. But you know what? The coal is coming in thick and fast, and that's what matters, right? Okay, great. Slowly but surely, it's all getting powered up. Great. I suspect that we have nowhere near enough throughput on this coal line, so we're gonna have to think about getting some more coal, some more sort of lines of power producing combustion generators. That's definitely something that we'll do. But for now, those drone factories are looking pretty darn good. Okay, how do I get a mender? Ah, this is what I'm looking for. Right. Can I get 2 of those in there? And what is the, you know, let's yeah, okay, fine. Build 2 again. I don't know why I didn't do that before. And what do we need to do? We just need to link it up to the power network? Is that it? Well, don't mind me. I will absolutely do that. The mender is going to go to town. Once again, doesn't really have the power needed to do its job properly. All right. Wow. We defended that one, but kind of only just, to be honest. Yeah. All right, so you're getting repaired very, very slowly. But actually, that's pretty good. That is pretty darn good. Okay, it's literally... I mean, I don't want to say it's literally coal that's the problem, but it kind of is coal that's the problem. It looks like with a full belt of coal, we can get about 9 or 10 combustion generators working full time. About 9 combustion generators. Okay, so I think that we probably need to have a power production area somewhere. Maybe over here. Maybe over here, but I mean, this doesn't really produce a full belt of coal anyway, so for now I think we're getting away with it. Yeah. I think that this is okay. But we do need to get more power production. Or alternatively, we just ditch half of our mining output. I mean, that seems like a totally reasonable thing to do. Also, we're going to get a scatterer to do some anti-air maneuvers. And we will get a router. Stick it in right there. Router in right there. Router is fast becoming my absolute favorite thing to build. Oh my goodness. This is something else. This really is. Okay, anything else that we haven't built yet that we need to think about building? A silicon smelter? I mean, I haven't actually done anything with the silicon smelter. The graphite press... I mean, I'll take the graphite out, but... Can I put the graphite in there? Alright, turns out that I can put the graphite in there. Ditch that thing. Yep, and we'll get that reconnected. Perfect. The graphite press, I mean, really isn't doing much work anymore since I've ditched that. Uh-oh. I see what's happening. They're having a go at my mining robots. Where are you guys going? All right, I don't know if I can tell my mining robots exactly what to do. It looks like I absolutely cannot. They are free spirits. All right, well, at least they're doing some good stuff, right? At least they're working hard. But it is quite literally just more coal that we need. More coal that we need in order to power more and more combustion generators. I mean, where's the next closest coal supply? If I mine this area, well, I mean, I can't actually mine coal. Okay. No, can't mine coal. That is the nearest coal supply over there. Oh my goodness, they're just going crazy. They're just going absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. For that. Alright, well, if they can't mine coal, then... Or if I can't mine coal, then they probably can't mine coal. And that's somewhat of an issue. But it's fine. Okay, let's get some more turrets. And by more turrets, I mean, let's get way more turrets. Okay. And let's just try putting in a bunch of routers in the vain hope that that works completely fine. There we go. It's all coming together now. Fantastic. We've got 5k. 5k of lead in here. I don't know what the maximum amount of lead that we can possibly keep in the core actually is. But there you go. Alright. Let's see what we've got going on. And also, let's think about moving our base up. I really want to get that area sorted. What are we facing? 4 dudes that presumably have got quite a large amount of HP. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, absolutely think we'll be fine. But we do need more power. Okay. Nice. Looking good. Looking very, very good. Okay. Let's take this down here. Let's take that out over there. We'll link up. Well, we can actually delete these power nodes as well. There we go. And we'll get a router. A router in there. What did I say? 8 or 9? Right, we'll go to 8 for now, and then we'll get a combustion generator. Or 8, should I say. Right there. Okay. I mean, this isn't working exactly as I planned. In fact, it's not working at all like I planned. Is there a way to go about fixing this? I mean, just remove you. Yeah. Not ideal. Does reduce our coal production somewhat, but whatever. Okay, and then what does the distributor do? Splits items. An advanced router splits items up to 7 different directions equally. Ah, I see. I see what's going on. Alright, well this kind of works. Kind of works a little bit better. It gives us a little bit more power to play around with. I'm going to get some more batteries. I say some more batteries. We don't have any batteries at the moment. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is far from ideal. In fact, you know what? We need to get a router right there, so we can actually split the resources pretty darned evenly. Right. Let's see if that works. See if that works any better. I'm not super worried about taking a fatal blow over the next wee while. I mean, we've got a heck of a lot of cannons. Which is quite nice. And also, I think we need to start giving our enemies a course to follow. Okay, let me take that back just a little bit in case they can't fit through that gap there. Right. Let's actually make them work for it. Cool. And I'll delete that. Sure. Alright, let's give this a bash. See if that makes any difference. We'll get some turrets over here. A very, very large number of turrets, that is. And we will put routers right behind each and every one of them. So they can all be connected in a weird big long chain. And then we just feed it in. We just feed in the copper, really. Right, wonderful. Right, so I should just be able to feed that in like so. I don't think we have anywhere near enough copper, though. Okay. Gonna need to... Gonna need to turn this area into a copper mining zone. Cool. Yeah, let's come around this way to make sure that we are absolutely in all circumstances protected. There we go. Oh. Nice. Okay. That's good. That's going to be a lot more copper. I mean, it's not going to be super easy to defend, especially if the enemy decide to come from a different route. But you know what? We'll stick an appropriately thick defense right there. Great. Cool. You know, defense with meat. Proper meat. Right, have we got ammo in some of these guys and all of these guys? No, it doesn't look like it, to be honest. Yeah, but we're working on it. Okay, I also need to make sure that we have... we've got menders in strategic locations all the way along here. Okay, and... that can go right there. Perfect. Great. Alright, as you can see, I was worried about this happening. I was very, very worried about this happening. And it turns out that it's happening. Yeah, that can go in there. That can go there. Yep. And let's get some turrets. Not many. Probably can't manage to fit that many in this area, but that's fine. And we'll stick some routers behind them. There we go. Okay, so that will at least start us on the right path. Lovely. Right. Okay, this is working fabulously, as I'm sure you can see. This is working exactly in the way that I intended it to. I am a little bit disconcerted with how close these guys are getting. So let's see if we can try and give those guys at least some semblance of protection. I'm not sure that the big beefy boys are going to be able to get through that very, very thin corridor there. So let's widen it up for them. Make sure that they can access it. Cool. All right. Yeah, that should be fine, right? That should be totally fine. Okay, let's also get some more turrets over. You know, I'm just going to send the next wave. I'm not super worried about anything that could. I mean, I'm not super worried about anything in particular. Now that we've got these routers, I mean, it's a massive, massive time saver. Like, it really is very, very good. You know, we're just going to be able to get a whole bunch of ammo over here. It's fantastic. Okay, we should have ammo in all of these dudes. Yep, we do indeed. Yeah, it's just if they decide to sort of split themselves off and come around this this other side, I wouldn't feel super thrilled about that. Wow. All right, I mean, I somehow managed to get myself shot, but I mean, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I'll take that any day of the week. That's absolutely fine. How are we doing power-wise? Okay, not very good, honestly, on the whole power front, but that's fine. That is completely fine. Where do we want to sort of push up to next? Is there sort of a strategy that we want to deploy? Do we want to go further? Next wave opportunity? I'm not interested in launching off at the moment. The crater zone requirements met. Fantastic. Good to see. Easy peasy. mean, to be honest, maybe I just take some of these mining thingies offline. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Units 2 out of 2. Have we reached the max? Have we reached a max number of units? Again. Goodness gracious me. Right. Also, you know what? I'm totally missing a trick here. I'm missing a trick. I should have 2 layers. In fact, you know, I think I can actually have 3 layers. Yep. And let's get a router right there. Let's bring that down this way. And a whole bunch more routers over there. Okay. This is what we're going to do. It's going to work fantastically. Great. Right. I presume that those mining factories, they all operate 2 units. Is that what happens? Is that what goes on? They can all operate a maximum of 2 units. Am I sorted for power then? No, I don't have any power. How do I still manage to not have enough power? Am I just placing these batteries in a bad location? If I place them next to a power node, will that make any difference? Apparently that makes all the difference. Right. Now they should all work. Alright, great. Well, what I'm going to do, build a bunch more batteries. There we go. A proper battery bank if ever I saw one. Let's see what happens to the power in a minute, and then we can make a judgment call about rebuilding some of those mining drones. However, in the meantime, I think what I probably want to do is I want to get some graphite. I want to get some, I think it is called graphite. Yeah, I want to get some graphite, and I want to see if we can send it back to the tech tree so that we can benefit from all of the good technical advances that we need to progress. Right, I'll build 3 of them right there. Good stuff. I will get a junction right there. Right, and then I'll get a bridge. Just a regular bridge conveyor. Yep, right there. Although now I think we can go... Yeah, we can go longer. We can make longer bridges. That's kind of cool. And... No, not that. Yep, one of these bad boys. Up here. Perfect. And we'll get a... Just a regular old router. There we go. What do you know? Just like that. No, junction is not what I'm after. That should have been a junction right there. That should have been a router right there. Okay, great. That works a little bit better than I originally intended. Right, what's going on up here? Nothing. Nothing of significance. I mean, we're not under any threats properly yet anyway. We need to find some use for this lead. I mean, other than building batteries, which of course we have done a lot of. What else do I need in here, by the way? Coal? Graphene. Why are we outputting graphene there? We should be... Yeah, outputting it on that side. Right, delete all of that nonsense. Ah, I see. This is exactly why we're not supposed to use routers right next to a production source. Okay. I found the problem. Right, that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Right, oh, goodness gracious me. Right, and a router right there. Okay, great. Fantastic. Now this is going to work perfectly. Now, can we use the bridge conveyor? Can we see if that works? No. No, 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 it doesn't. It doesn't work at all. Right, how do we place it? How do we use the bridge converter? I mean, I'd love to know how to use it. Up and over 3 tiles of any terrain or building. Okay, I mean... Oh my goodness. Oh my giddy aunt. Well, that's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. All right, that is absolutely incredible. Okay, great. Now we've got graphite sorted. We literally just need to sort coal production. I mean, if we could get more coal, then that would be fantastic. The more coal, the merrier. That's what I've always said. The more coal, the merrier. You guys, have you absolutely mined everything out? Is there a range on these guys? No idea. No idea whatsoever. You're all being very peculiar. Peculiarly quiet. Yeah, and you're doing surprisingly little. Okay. Well, that's fine. Call in the next wave. See if we can find ourselves a little bit of a challenge at some point. Still looking for some anti-air unit action. Some air unit action, should I say. Yeah, it's literally just coal. Literally just coal that we need. Okay, I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea. After this wave, let's take stock. This is going to be wave 15. In a second. So let's get ourselves in on the action. Is there any way that we can upgrade this pea shooter, by the way, to actually be a meaningful weapon? Because I mean, I can take fire like the best of them, to be honest, but was that it? Was that it? That was unbelievably lame. Okay, yeah, so my plan was to perhaps get a bridge converter, bridge conveyor, right? Stick that over there. That works pretty darn well by all accounts. And that should mean that we're going to be able to build a belt of copper all the way up here, which we can use to defend ourselves. Right, we'll get a... Well, first of all, we'll start with the routers. Right, routers right along there. And one there, perfect. And then let's get some turrets. Okay. Right. Perfect. So that will be this area sort of protected. Now let's get some mechanical drills on the go. And let's get this out of here. That down into there. Great. And let's see where we can go. I mean, I don't love this route. It's quite an exposed one, that's for sure. But it will work. All right. I mean, that is an epic route. Honestly, an absolutely epic route. Okay, this is... I failed miserably. Failed truly miserably there. Right, and I need to get my act together before we... Yeah, there we go, perfect. I need to get my act together before we face the next wave of enemies, because otherwise they're going to destroy me. Oh no! They just waltzed right through there. Alright, and it turns out that coal is a highly flammable resource. Let's try and salvage as much of it as we possibly can. Right, you know what? I'm actually gonna just start, I'm gonna start trying to move... I'm gonna start trying to move out a whole bunch of... Oh, come on. Alright. Turns out that, that stuff is really quite irritating. Alright, great. Thanks, video game. You've given me the message loud and clear. Okay. Right, let's get ourselves a bunch more cannons. And let's get ourselves a bridge conveyor. I mean, that didn't really work as I planned it to. We can just get ourselves a nice little junction here instead. There we go. And that leads up there like so. Great, this gives us the opportunity to... This gives us the opportunity to fully defend ourselves before any incoming enemies come in. We probably want to still give them an access route so that they can find sort of a quickest way down. Great. Right. Wonderful. And that goes in place like so. Great. So as long as we're fully equipped and ready to go on the whole ammunition front, then we should be totally fine by the time the enemies arrive. It's also probably worth us getting some menders in here so that we can ensure that everything is properly repaired in a timely fashion. Right. No, that is too many. That is too many. That goes there, that goes there. Great. Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot that I need to get coal production started up again. That's true. Let's get that all fixed. Sure. Again, not super ideal, but it is what it is. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, it's going to take a little while to filter on down, filter on through. But it should be okay. Let's get this belt somewhat protected. As much as we possibly can. And I tell you what, if we could get ourselves some more guns over here, then that would be great. That'd be really good. Okay. Let's get ourselves a router right in there. Man, this is a great game. This is a fantastic game. Okay. Add a router over there to connect them both. Why not? There we go. Alright, we got 8.5 tons of copper. We got quite a lot of copper on the go. Okay, how are we doing? We're doing not too badly. How are we doing in battery land? Not very well. Not very well at all. We need to do better on the whole battery front. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's try using one of the brand new pieces of equipment that we got. The distributor, right? So that can go in there like so. And then we'll have, well, a whole bunch of routers coming out one side. However many I said it was, 8, 10, whatever, sure. And let's have some combustion engines right over there. Okay. And yeah, you know what? Let's put another bunch of combustion generators over there. This is going to be, I think this is going to be the standard way that we do things from now on. Right. Right in there. Perfect. Right, let's divert all of the coal into here, at least for now. This is an experiment. We're going to see how things go. Right. And let's link that up. Great. Okay, so does that give our batteries a bunch more power? It looks indeed like it does. And it seems to be working fairly well, to be honest. Doesn't look like we're quite hitting the resources at the end, though. Unfortunate. That looks not too bad, though. Yeah, that's looking pretty darn good. I'll take that. Take that any day of the week. Alright, so with that, we can ditch all of these. And we can ditch all of these as well. And instead, we'll just get a whole bunch of relays in instead of engines here. And all of the coal that comes out of this area can go into graphite production, which is still really not where I want it, to be honest. Right. There we go. So, other areas are much more concerned with power production. How are we doing for graphite? 443? I mean, that's pretty disappointing, to be honest. Could definitely do a heck of a lot better than that. No extra coal on the map, though. No, I literally do not think that there is any extra coal on the map. Yeah, pretty sure there's not. Pretty sure that's every single supply of coal that we've gotten. So that's pretty good on one hand, but it also means that our capacity to expand is rather limited. Okay. Can I see if I can get a router off this? Because it looks like we've got a little bit of a backlog on this line right here. Right, see if we can split that up. Alright, as long as we don't have a backlog anywhere, that's pretty much what we want. It's all about ensuring the absolute maximum possible throughput. Yeah, but I sort of like this design. I like the idea of that design. I feel that we can definitely work on that as we go forward. You know, some sort of branching system with a distributor right smack bang in the middle. I think that just sort of, it's a really nice idea. It's a really sort of elegant idea. Right, let's get wave 16. I've hardly noticed about these waves, to be honest. These waves have just sort of come and gone. Nothing really to concern ourselves with. Are these flamethrower boys? Yeah, they are. Can I get one of them? Oh, come on. That was easy. 3 enemies in this wave? I mean, the range on these guys is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Oh my goodness, am I just gonna completely wipe them out myself? Alright, no, not quite, not yet anyway. Okay. Yeah, we got a backlog here as well, which I'm not thrilled about. Let's see if we can get in a big distributor. Big distributor thing here. I'm not really sure if it makes a difference with regards to the throughput that we can manage. I don't think it does. Yeah, pretty sure that it doesn't make that much of a difference. In fact, pretty sure that it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. Right, delete that bit right there. Sure. Yeah, it would make a difference, though, if we had 2 belts coming in rather than just one single belt coming in. Okay, well, let me call in the next wave. Let's try and get to at least wave 25, something like that. I mean, certainly nothing really has been super challenging thus far. Ah, it's flamethrower boys. Oh my goodness. Okay, flamethrower boys are nothing to joke about. That is ridiculous. In fact, that is absolutely ridiculous. Can I replace these blocks? Can I replace them all with big heavy blocks? There we go. And let's put in some not heavy blocks in the middle there. Large blocks, I believe, have the advantage of the fact that they can be repaired by menders that are slightly further away, because the mender will repair the entirety of the block. Anyway, how are we doing on backlogs across the map? Good, actually. Good. We're not doing too bad. We're not doing great on the whole power front. Yeah, these guys don't have any power, as it turns out. Oh. Well, I've spotted a little bit of a gap in the system here. There we go. What do you know? Right, let's hit the next wave. I know we can launch. I don't want to launch. Yeah, power minus 54 per second. Plus 6 per second. Alright, why is that? Why are we consuming so much power right now? And how can we fix that? Right, can I just get some more routers? Build some more routers like so. And build some more combustion generators. There we go. Right. On the whole graphite production front, I mean, we're doing well. I think I'm going to try and take a break on the graphite production front. I'm going to try and pummel a little bit more into power production so that we can just get that little bit of extra power. Because at the moment, our power supply, I mean, it's not in a great place. We could really do with a little bit of extra added consistency. Let's give Wave 21 a shot. I mean, I'm quite conscious of the fact that it is going to get to a point where it's going to be ridiculous, and it's going to become very, very difficult very, very suddenly. So we're gonna have to retire at some point. Oh, wowzers. The range on those guys. That's quite something. I mean, but you know, apart from that, I think we're fine. You're still mining up a little bit of copper. I think the reason that no one's mining is because we've reached the maximum mineable amount. I mean, do we really need power for anything now? I don't actually think that we need power for anything. You know what? Let's you know what I just said about the whole production of graphite? Let's abandon that notion entirely, and let's throw literally everything that we've got into graphite production. And in fact, let's try and get some more. In fact, silicon smelter. I don't know. I don't have sand. That's what I needed. Yeah, I needed sand for a silicon smelter. Right. Let's set up a brand new bespoke graphite production area. Where are we gonna do it? We don't really have the space for. We don't really have the space for a graphite production area, do we? Not really. We're a little bit hard pressed for space. It's entirely my own fault. Entirely my own fault. I don't want to put the blame on anyone else when it's absolutely mine. Right. Now, I need to make very certain that I don't put any routers right next to the source. Okay, so that needs to go there. That needs to go there. Perfect. Okay. I mean, that's actually fine, yeah. And then that goes in there like so. That goes in there like that. I mean, this is going to have to go, that electric node, sorry. Okay, good. And we'll get another router right there. And that will go in there like so. All right, perfect. Let's get a belt of resources like this. Pretty sure that we don't need to do this convoluted corner here. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Let's try just going straight down into there. Yeah, that looks like it works pretty much as I thought. Okay, this is bad. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, okay. Sorry, gonna have to ditch all that copper. Gonna ditch all that that graphite that we painstakingly manufactured. Okay. This is good. This is good. So that's gonna be a lot of coal going towards graphite production. Let's cut back on that. I mean, we literally don't have any use for power anymore, other than, like, repair bots, which... not really super essential. I mean, I think we're totally fine for repair bots for the most part. You know what? What I'll do is I'll put a router in right there, so that half goes into the distributor, which then means that we at least have a little bit of power, so that some of the repairs can be done. That'll be something to do at least, I guess. Also, I suppose we need to power all of these things, these graphite manufacturing things. So that's something that our power can get us. Okay. Let's go up there. Go up there. And in there. I mean, this is a pretty... I mean, this looks pretty garbage, to be honest. But I guess it kind of works. It looks like it kind of works, at least. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I spoke too soon about the need for power. Wow, we only have 1K graphite? I really feel that we should have more. But in fairness to me... we don't actually have that much... we don't actually have that much coal. Right. What's going on here? Wow. Alright. I'm helping. Look at me. There we go. That's me. Right, let's immediately skip forward to level 25. You know what? I think that we could go for 30 here. I mean, I think that we can probably go much further than 30. Oh, look at this. You guys are just gonna take all of that damage? There's gonna be a boss sometime, and it's gonna terrify me, and it's gonna ruin me, and I'm gonna feel really embarrassed. But today is not that day. Right. Let's get that large copper wall repaired. Everyone else is gonna be repaired. Alright, let's skip forward, let's skip forward, let's skip forward. Looks like most people are coming down this side. You gotta remember that even down here, we have got a significant defense network. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it, to be honest. Okay, this is a mess. This is a real old-fashioned mess. There we go. That's looking good. Let's head on up back over here. Oh, it's already done. Right, well, let's skip forward yet again. No point in wasting precious time, right? Okay, that's 2K graphite. That's good. That's a step in the right direction. Okay. Let's get a junction. Junction right there. Okay. I'm going to delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Try and clear out all of the nonsense from there. And then I'm going to try and link this up like so. Great. Okay, so that means that we're absolutely not wasting any throughput whatsoever. We don't want to waste any coal. We don't want to waste any time. We want to absolutely use as much of the time that we have here as possible for productive uses. Let's try for 35. I think 35 is a good all-round number. I think 35 is fine. Yeah, let's see. 5 enemies remaining. Honestly, I think that the real difficulty comes from these guys, right? These silly snipers. Oh, wow. Those silly, like, long range dudes, they are where the problems lie. Right. Cool. Call in the next wave, would you? Have we hit 3K yet? No, we're still at 2K. We're still at 2K, but that's a heck of a lot of lead and a heck of a lot of copper. I somehow think that going forward, we're going to need a lot more lead and a lot more copper than, you know, even we have right now. It's 9,000 of each of those resources. Oh, yes. These guys are great. When I get to actually contribute to the fight, it feels fantastic. Alright. I mean, they kind of got past, like, the first line of defense. There's a large copper block which I can replace manually. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that looks good. That looks fine. Oh, again, really? It's the issue with the routers is playing up again. What can we do about that? I'm not sure that we can do anything about that, to be honest. I guess we'll watch. Anything? That looks fine for now. Right, call in the next wave. All right, we can't store coal in the core, so we're just gonna have to go up with the graphite. That's fine. I'm fine not having to deal with coal. That's just one more resource that we don't have to worry about on the mothership. All right, looking good. Let's go and see what the fighting. Let's see what's going on in the fighting land. I tell you what, I said that I was worried about those guys. I'm not really sure that I am worried about those guys. Right, let's go back. 6 enemies remaining. I'm suspecting that at each sort of level 10 interval, it gets much more challenging. At the moment, it looks like it's sort of purely just like health-based changes. And maybe damage-based changes as well. So the enemies are getting much tankier, much beefier. I got one, though. Alright, nice. Easy peasy. Call in the next wave. How are we doing graphite-wise? Must be at 3K. Come on. Must be at 3K. Is it the fact that we don't have enough power? Is that what's encumbering us? Yeah, long distance dudes are what we're gonna find more difficult going forward. All right, well, we got three waves left to go, so let's go and have a little look. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is something. Actually, I feel that I've really hit my stride in the second episode of this series. I really do feel like things are good. Okay, 3K. I think we're just gonna have to. I mean, we don't have to, but I think I'm going to. I'm gonna go up at round 35. All right, wow. Okay, it's a good thing that wasn't. It's a good thing that those guys didn't manage to catch the place on fire, because if they did, that would have been. I mean, that would have been dreadful. That would have been utterly dreadful. And also, the bad news is, well, I suppose it's kind of good news because it's kind of fun. But if you do so happen to lose your core, if your core dies and the round ends, then I'm pretty sure that's it for you. That's GG in a sense. So you gotta make smart tactical decisions about when to stay and when to play and when to go. You know what they say, as some famous person once said, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. There's no use not being able to hold and being able to fold if you don't know when and how to do so. Alright. Alright, marvelous job, everyone. Marvelous job. Okay, great. Let's do wave 35 and let's see what's going down. Let's see what's going down. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, that was that was a little bit less than nice, but I mean it was quite fun anyway. Easy, easy peasy. Right. Why are we not able to end? Right. 14 enemies? Okay, this is oh, is that a new type of unit? It looks like it. I don't know if I've seen them before. I might have seen them before. I think they're the ones that blow up. Alright, and then here come the big old beefy boys. Can I, if I just put that in right there, is that gonna keep him penned in whilst they try to get through? I guess we'll see, won't we? Let's see if they take an alternative route. Alright. Oh my goodness, the range is so unbelievably irritating. Ah, yes, you see. They're going a different way. But only some of them are going a different way. I mean, this is actually a totally optimal strategy, as we actually have more guns over here. Well, that's great. That's fantastic. All right, I didn't realize that we were going for 40, but apparently we're going for 40. We're 40 for 40. I don't know what that means, but people say it. So there you go. All right. Where is my menders? Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, I'm not worried about it. I mean, this is a fairly secure area. Let's go and see what we've got going on. This is Ward 40. Unable to launch. Wave 40. Unable to launch. 8 enemies remaining. Unable to launch? Is it because the guys are still around? The dudes are still on the map? Well, I'm sure after we've cleared them up, we're going to be able to launch. Okay, how many bits of graphite do we have actually whilst we're over here? Still 3K. I was kind of a little bit hopeful that we might have hit 4K by that point, but it seems that we're just not getting enough coal into the graphite zone. All right. Well, it turns out that as time goes on, it spaces the distance that you're able to launch at. So the next opportunity that we would have is at wave 50. Should we go for wave 50? No, I don't think we're going to go for wave 50. I think that we're going to literally launch right now. I mean, oh man, we just hit 4,000. Hey, that's a sign. That is a total sign. Final rank is SS. I'll take that. That's pretty darn good. I mean, I've not felt particularly pressed with any of the with the first or the second level, but that's fine. You know, it's not always about being pressed. All right, what did we need to do? We need to get Mender, Combustion Engine, and also Wave 10 in the Frozen Forest. Let's unlock that. Sure. We might want to launch at a certain point. Configure loadout. That's something that we can do apparently. Pneumatic drill and a steam generator. Cool. Alright, we need lots and lots of stuff. That needs level 60 in Desert Wastes. Okay, so we need to hit level 60 in the Desert Wastes, apparently. And level 15 in the Frozen Forest. Okay, well, we definitely did that. Pneumatic drill, power node, and steam generator, all of which are required. What do we need? What do we need to unlock the stuff that we want to unlock? A pneumatic drill, an improved drill capable of mining titanium, mines at a faster pace than a mechanical drill. Absolutely. And that costs 90 graphite. That's an absolute bargain. A kiln. Smelts sand and lead into the compound known as metaglass. Sure, I'll take that as well. Incinerator, sure. Melter, melts... Oh, kiln smelts... Yeah, requires a small amount of power. Yeah, incinerator vaporizes any excess item or liquid it receives. Ah, and presumably outputs scrap, does it? Does it output scrap, or does it just get rid of stuff? Who knows? Melter melts down scrap into slag for further processing or usage in wave turrets. All right, that's cool. And hold on, what's this? An alpha mech pad. Provides transformation into a basic attack mech. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. I will take that any day of the week. Scorch burns any ground enemies close to it. Highly effective at close range. Yes, please. Hail, a small long-range artillery turret. Yes, please. I love artillery turrets. Artillery turrets are fantastic. An arc, a small close-range electric turret. Fires arcs of electricity at enemies. I mean, usually that would be right up my street. However, I suspect that due to the fact that, well, I had some difficulties generating electricity in that map, we might not be able to make that happen. Speaking of electricity, where is our electricity generation tech? Large battery, mend, combustion generator. Yeah. Can we upgrade our combustion generator? Solar panel? What do I need for a solar panel? I need silicon. I need silicon. Silicon, a bit of metaglass, and a bunch of titanium is really what I need for my next sort of level of upgrades. Mostly silicon, though. Most things need silicon. But we've definitely got the capability to make metaglass, wherever the heck it is. Where did it go? Silicon smelter kiln. Yeah, kiln. Okay, so the kiln makes metaglass. That's great. We got the pneumatic drill. I think that the pneumatic drill will need water. Yeah, okay, so you can actually feed water in, and that gives it a boost. It's a 1.6 speed, 1.6 times modifier, so that's quite nice. Let's get a melter as well, so that'll allow us to melt down scrap into slag for further processing. Okay, and that takes us up to, well, the end of all of the stuff that we could possibly buy, really. And we've only discovered, what, like a quarter? A fifth, maybe, of all of the stuff in the game? Certainly, the items, we've discovered hardly any of them. But blocks, we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. I don't even know if we're going to be able to... if we're going to be able to take all of this stuff with us into the next fight. But in the next game, I highly suspect that we're going to be going into the desert. I think the desert is exactly where we're going to go. We're going to try and hit level 60. We're going to try and get to wave 60. It's going to be big. It's going to be bold. It's going to be fantastic. I very much hope that you will join me there, ladies and gentlemen. But for me, and for now, that's it. I've been Over the Potato. This has been Mindustry. I'll see you next time. Bye.